I was able to take myself from being extremely overweight to halfway fit, and I want to share with you guys 3 tips on how I was able to accomplish that. So first things first, daily habits. What you do every single day is very important. And if you're wanting to get in shape, you need to take it very, very seriously. What do I mean by daily habits? In order to get in shape, you need to do the necessary things that will allow you to be fit. That means walking, running, weight resistant training every single day. How I was able to do that is that I weight trained every single day, and then once a week I would take a rest day, but I wouldn't just sit down and lay around and play video games or relax all day. What I would actually do is do a thing called an active recovery day. And what that entails is walking. And my biggest tip for just starting out is I would tell you to walk every single day and get at least 10,000 steps in, but make it intentional. Every single day, if you're starting out, make sure you get about 10,000 steps every single day. That will take you about an hour to 2 hours. And again, you have to do it every single day. Number 2 is consistency. Just how I said, you have to do it every single day, and I mean that. You have to do it every single day. Without consistency, you will not be able to do anything or accomplish anything in life. Take a baby for an example. Does a baby get up and start walking automatically? No. They learn to keep their head up. Once they learn to keep their head up, every single day they start wiggling their body. And then after they're able to accomplish of wiggling their body, they eventually start to crawl. And then once they start to crawl, they will actually start trying to get up. And after failure and failure and failure, a baby is consistent enough to be able to go from crawling to actually being able to stand up. And just like you and I and everybody else that's ever roamed this planet, once they start standing up, they fall down. And it just repeats over and over and over again to where they can actually stand up and walk like a normal person. A baby already has that consistency in place. It's just once they grow up, society beats consistency and discipline out of all of us, and we have to revert back to our inner child. And if it wasn't for consistency, nobody would be able to walk. So like I said, if you want to make everlasting change, you have to make sure that you do it every single day, day in and day out, regardless of how you feel. And last but not least, you need to master patience. When losing a lot of body fat or becoming more muscular, it takes a long, long time. And it actually is going to take 2 or 3 times longer than what you think is going to take. And that's where you need to develop patience. Without patience, you're going to lose faith and you're going to revert back to your old ways. Nothing good in life comes quick and easy, because if it did, everybody would be in shape. Why do you think there's so many fat people in this world? Why do you think so many people don't have enough discipline to not drink the Mountain Dew, or to not eat the fast food, or to not be in a caloric deficit? Because it's easy and people don't have the patience for it. People don't have the patience to be able to sit there with a goal and a plan in mind, and to be able to consistently, day in and day out, execute on your goal and plan. But even for the toughest people out there, they need to have patience as well. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, without patience, you're not going to have any faith. And if you can't sit there and take the brutal beating you put upon yourself for months or even years on end, you might not even be able to make the everlasting change you're looking for. So at the end of the day, you need to be able to look past through the pain and to just have faith in your plan. And as long as you're not lying to yourself, you'll be able to accomplish being fit. And that's just the name of the game when it comes to losing a lot of weight. You need to have a lot of patience. So those are the 3 tips. You need to make sure that your daily habits are healthy. Actively working out every single day, or even actively getting your blood flowing. 2, you need to be consistent every single day. It does not matter how you feel. You need to be consistent. And 3, patience. Let me give you a little story before I end this video. For months, it took me months to be able to see any sort of result of what I was looking for. And it actually took me over a year to be able to get to where I am now. And when you do a lot of damage to your body, such as putting a lot of weight on or eating unhealthy for so long, you're gonna go through a lot harder time to get that stuff off of you. And that's where just keeping your head down, sticking to the plan, and being consistent, having faith, patience, and just doing the work, at the end of the day, it will come, the result will come, and you'll be able to see a change. And the last thing that I want to say is that time is going to pass no matter what. So you might as well use up your time for good rather than bad. You can either suffer now and go through the pain and try to make an everlasting change within your life right now, or you can keep on suffering the way you are, or keep eating the shit that you eat and keep feeling the way that you feel, or you can change right now. So those are my 3 tips. I hope you guys find those helpful. And if you need help, if you have any questions, comment down below.